All right, come join me. First, a few step ups. Just a bench that I happen to find. It's just here, so I use it. Back. You know, I just do this thing, working those legs, getting that heart rate going. I'm concentrating on the right leg. I'm getting up there nice and high. This is just a little variation that I throw in, and we switch up. What's good for one is good for the other. I'm stepping up hard, coming back with a nice little squat on the bottom of the movement. Meanwhile, my heart rate is rising as I wanted to. They're not perfect reps, but they're doing the job cardiovascular-wise. That's the whole idea. Now hit that hill a little bit. I'll walk up that incline with a little walking lunge. Now, I'll throw in some jump squats. Okay, and we'll throw in some runners. I call them runners. Knees nice and high, my back protected. I'm not rounding the back. I'm looking up. This keeps my back straight, protecting that back, twisting the midsection, really get a nice range of motion. Now hit that hill, this little incline. Throw some sprints in, hard as I can. Just a little variation. Squat. Squat. Anything to keep that heart rate up. You can throw some upper body stuff in there, elevated feet. Keep those elbows back. Nice. And of course, you know, just throw in those abs right in the middle of that cardio routine. Anywhere, and you can hit your abs every day, twice a day. It's that kind of muscle that can take all that work. With that, I'm tilting my hips. It's a very short movement. I'm involving the upper abdominals and the lower abdominals. I'm not resting at all between repetitions, constantly hitting that area. Yes. Little scissors movement, turning it into, as I'm lifting my upper body slightly, tilting the hips again, getting those abs engaged fully with each turn. Turn that into a reach up with a twist on top. Again, you're hitting the bottom of the movement right back up. Right back up. Nice high leg. Three more for time. Squeezing those abs. And you're turning. Twist in. And the kick out. In. Out. The flex. And out. And you're switching. You know, it's funny with these. It's all in the hip positioning. You got to tilt just enough with the hips, whether you're on your back or reverse style. You got to tilt just enough with those hips in order to get those abs engaged, get that abdominal flex that you're looking for. And that's from a standing position, or as though I have a rope above head, which I don't have one right now. We're simulating it. Squeeze, squeeze the hips. It's a little like a thrust. And as you know, that whole midsection, that core section, is made of the upper abdominals, lower obliques, low back, which I engage with a simple, what they used to call a good morning exercise. I keep my knees soft on this one to protect my back. As if I had dumbbells in hand. Again, what we're doing today is getting our cardio work in, and I won't lie to you, it will detract from your muscle size somewhat. Through trial and experimentation, I've learned that. But the heart is such an important muscle, it cannot be neglected. You gotta train it directly, as if you were training all the other body parts with your cardiovascular routine at least 4 times a week, along with your weight training. It's not that difficult because you're spending just a short amount of time, half hour tops, 45 minutes tops with your weight training, and that's it. It's funny, while I try to keep that heart rate up, you know, running doesn't necessarily come very natural to a lot of people. They struggle with it, mostly because they're not in the correct position to run. Did you know there's a correct position to run? You don't just take off not knowing what you're doing. Very relaxed upper body. Very relaxed upper body. Minimal arm movement. Yes, you want to propel yourself a little bit, but you don't want to go crazy with the flailing. I'm going to take a spin around here. Hey, what's happening? Just a quick note. Subscribe, please. Right now, before anything else, I appreciate it. Keeps me going, keeps me motivated, keeps me knowing you're out there, and increases my, my incentive to go on. It helps me. I really appreciate it. Subscribe right now. Thanks.